All right. Good evening, Woodhounds. Oh, yeah. So, can everybody hear me? I'm getting a few things set up here. And just wanted to make sure I got my audio settings on. So, yeah. If somebody can just give me a thumbs up that you can hear me, that would be great. Because there is a lot of stuff going on tonight. Let me tell you. It's jam-packed. It's been a crazy week. And, yeah, it's been nuts. So, good evening, everyone. Look at all these woodhounds in here. Oh, all right. So, 1 second. I got shut this off here. So, yeah, it's been crazy. We've got, like I said, there's a jam-packed show tonight. The first time ever the Back 40 live stream is doing a live interview. And tonight's first guest is none other than Woodhound Sr. So hopefully I'll be able to get this all connected. We're not doing it. He's down on the farm. I'm up here, so we're going to try to patch him in here in a little bit and see what happens. So yeah. Good evening, Larry Cluck, Max Air 420. That wood guy is here. He must have took a little break from riding around in the new Bobcat to come and, or maybe you're watching from the new Bobcat. I don't know. And those who haven't seen that wood guy's big surprise, go check that out. Pretty sweet. So, yeah, who else? Richard Healy. Is Daniel Atkins, is he in here? That Woodhound had a busy week, let me tell you. Oh, and Saw Surgeon is here. Good evening, Saw Surgeon. How are you doing? All right. Jared Hildebrand, Isaac Richard, hello. And Nick Pixel TV is here. He actually had a little chat with Nick today. Pretty cool stuff, man. If anybody hasn't gone over and checked out Nick Pixel TV's channel, check it out. He's got some really cool things. He's got in the works with helping people who want to just like start out on YouTube or get a video posted or, just all things related to starting a YouTube channel. That guy can help you out. And it was pretty cool just to, talk to somebody I've never met. We've only seen each other on YouTube, but it's kind of like, there was that vibe like we've known each other for a while. It was pretty cool. So, Nick, once again, thanks for giving me a call. Look forward to chatting with you some more sometime soon. Outside with Shibe. Yes, Outside with Shibe's here. Who else is all here? All right. I almost forgot. We got to kick this live stream off like we do every week with our Woodhound team drink. So, and there's Echo Glenn. Good evening, Echo Glenn. How are you, my friend? All right, everybody. So here's to the week behind us and the weekend ahead of us. Thanks for being here tonight. Any new subscribers, welcome to the Back 40 live stream. Friday night, we're live, we're unfiltered, we're unscripted. You never know what's going to happen. So cheers, everyone. Team Woodhound drink. Emil's here. Holy moly's. Emil, my friend, how are you doing? IH Farmer, Mike Morin, how are you? So, one of the crazy things that just happened, like, oh, goodness gracious. Here we go. All right, now, just so all you Woodhounds know, when we're doing these Team Woodhound drinks to everybody, it's a team effort. So, here we've got Merc and Outside with Shibe kicking things off right here tonight. So even though we just started this thing off, everybody, here you go. Cheers, Merc. Cheers, Outside with Shibe. Thank you, my friends. Team Woodhound drink to you guys. Thank you very much. But as I was saying, so there's right to the north of us, there's a 1 acre lot. that somebody bought last year a while ago. And we haven't been like seeing any activity, or we didn't know what they were going to be doing with it. Well, today, this excavator showed up, got dropped off, and then tonight at like 7:15, this guy shows up and starts clearing trees, and I was like waiting for this guy to show up because I want to go over and talk to him and see what their plans are with all the trees they're removing, you know, maybe possibly get some wood out of the deal. So I wasn't able to get over there, and I can still hear the excavator running. So hopefully tomorrow I can figure out what they're going to do with all that stuff. Oh, so yeah, it's just the crazy timing of how everything is working together. But yeah, so like I said, tonight we are going to do well, I'm kind of hoping to maybe make part of the live streams every week is maybe like have, well, not every week, but every now and then have somebody on through like Skype, call in and, you know, just get to know some of us woodhounds a little better. You know, just share some stories, interact with the whole Back 40 community. Yeah, I think it'll be fun, and it's something that I've always kind of had in my mind of like doing with something like this. So, like I said, tonight we're kicking things off with the Back 40 original Woodhound Senior. So we'll see. Like I said, I got to make sure I got everything set up here right though. So there may be a few technical difficulties. We'll see. I don't know. Tom Waldo, hey, how are you doing? And the firefighting mailman is here again. All right. So yeah, it's there's the weeks just fly by. It's been crazy. And oh, Jared Hildebrandt is here. Hey, did you he's been painting all day, and the paint, I guess the paint fumes are doing him good. Big Bear, good evening, Big Bear. See what's back there? I don't have it hung up yet in the right spot, but I got the Big Bear clock back there, down here in the wood den. So all right, yeah, it's like I said, there's been hang on. Here comes somebody's. I think we're gonna have a quick visit from the little boss man. I do have some bonus footage as well to get to tonight. That we'll see if we get to it. I don't know.
Can you tell them what was?
I already told them. You want to say hi?
Wait, Dad. There's two people back there, right?
There's two people over there now.
Yep.
So, yeah. You want to say hi to everybody?
Hi.
Well, you got to look at them. Say hi. Wave to them.
Hi.
All right. Here you go. All right. Oh, boy. Here's to Richard Healy, Back 40 Woodhound, Senior, first guest. All right, my friend. Thank you very much for that. We'll get him on here shortly. So, everybody, here's to Richard Healy. Thank you, my friend. Cheers. Adam Carter is here, outside in Michigan. Good evening. How is everything going up there? Yeah, I don't know up there how cold you're going to get tonight, but we're supposed to be down to 28 degrees tonight. So, whew, going to be a chilly one. So if I didn't already mention it, if you're new here tonight, don't be afraid to jump into the chat here. And this is kind of like the routine here on the live streams is we get together. We kick back, we have some fun. If you're new to the stream, like I said, jump into the chat, get to know it. We got a great group of people here to interact with, and oh my goodness! And here's Paul Dickey. Here's another. Like I said, now remember, this is a team effort here tonight. Paul Dickey, my friend, thank you very much. Cheers, everybody. All right, so What do you get? What do you guys? Now I forgot what I was gonna say. Like, yeah, I have some bonus footage. We'll maybe get to that. We'll see how much time we have. But I think maybe since we might want to get the yeah. That's why I was gonna be outside tonight, but it's cold. It's windy. And yeah, it's not wouldn't have been any fun out there. Hey, Dave Gibbs here. Good evening, Dave. All right, you got your stickers. All right. Daniel Atkins, yeah, like I said, that guy, he has been busy hauling wood all over the place. And you know what? I forgot to switch over to our bonus screen for the super chats. It's too much going on. I need a intern producer here. Run the switchboard. All right, so I think what we'll do is, because there's been a lot of questions coming in through the comments, and I'm sure there'll be some questions in here tonight. So I think maybe we'll go ahead and get Woodhound Senior if he's ready down there. We'll see if we can get him connected. We gotta so hang on 1 second. We'll give him a chance to jump over there. I gotta just check it out and see. All right, let's see if we can punch this in. Hang on 1 second. All right, Woodhound Senior, here he is. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, there, Mr. Daniel.
Oh, hang on. I think I might have your audio muted. Hang on.
Sign language?
Now can you say something?
Well, can you hear me now, like they say?
I think we can.
All righty. So we're live and in action?
I believe we are.
All right.
As far as I know.
All right. Well,
Can everybody hear Woodhound Senior? I think we can.
all right. Here we go.
So,
Well, today to the Woodhounds around the world. This is something new we're trying, so we'll see how it cooks. But here I am. Wait, and Daniel sent me some questions you guys have sent in to ask, so he's going to kind of read them off, and then I'll try and answer them the best I can here. So you go ahead, Dan.
and if we get somebody asking something in the chat, we'll either get back to it, or if there's something going on, I'll let you know. But I guess the first thing, just to kind of get things kicked off, I think it might be interesting just to tell everybody, might be interesting to hear, how you found the farm where the back 40 originated and all of that stuff. So if you want to just quick tell that little story, because I think it's kind of interesting how it all happened.
Well, we basically lived down in this valley close to the farm we own now, and we had been looking for land. Actually, we were renting a spot. So we were at an auction, and we came back to our little local grocery store and mentioned the fact we were looking for land. And he said, well, I'm thinking about selling my place. And I said, where's that? And then he mentioned this farm, and I said, well, I know where that is. So one thing led to the next, and that was in February. And by April 1st, we had made the deal. We were actually moving in by about the first week in April. And it worked out great. He had heart problems, so he wanted to give up the situation, and we took over. So it was what do you want to call it? Right place at the right time. And we got it for $40,000 at that time. So we
Holy
got
moly!
a good deal.
Yeah, that's not a bad deal there.
That was with cattle and machinery.
Wow. Can't even get a new car for that nowadays. No. So then, as far as the firewood side of things, how long have you been making firewood? And when you were on the farm, where did you get most of your wood from? I think that'd be an interesting,
Okay, that's kind of like question number 2. And basically, I guess all you woodhounds know the history of the world, that burning wood has been something that's been going on for a long, long time. So when my dad owned the farm, which is not far from this place, he burned wood and he did the house with it. And also we did the cooking in the kitchen with a cook stove. So we made 2 different types of wood. And I helped with those chores, throwing wood in the wood chute, basically like what we have here today, and also hauling in wood from the woodshed to a little box outside on the porch for my mother's kitchen stove. And it was a great deal for me. I learned a lot, and I don't know, it just stuck with me over the years.
So so on the farm though, like you would basically get all of the firewood from your woodland, right? You never like really had to buy logs or
No, because that farm was 300 and some acres, and I can't tell you how many acres were wooded, but it was probably over 100. So Dad sold ties every now and then, so we'd have firewood from treetops that were left over from logging, and it always provided us with plenty of wood. Occasionally, he would buy coal. Say we didn't have enough wood, it was a long winter, he'd go to Winona, our closest town, and buy a load of coal with a pickup, and we'd burn that. So kept the house warm.
Nick Pixel TV just gave you a super chat. Woodhound Senior. So hang on now. We've got to jump over to my little screen here. So check out. Let's see if this works here. Oh, maybe not. There we go. So we have a little lady on the screen giving us a toast. So everybody, cheers to you, Nick Pixel and Woodhound Senior. Thank you very much. So yes, thanks, Nick. So all right, Woodhound Senior.
Yes.
Let's get to some of the questions from the comments. So I'm going to be showing these on the screen right now, so I'll just read them off to you. So what are the greatest advances in woodhounding that you've seen in your lifetime?
For me, getting a really good saw to buck up big logs and stuff, and that was that old 51. I think I bought that in '84, so that really helped me a lot making bigger wood, and it was just a good deal. I got that saw, I think, for $400 at that time, and so that really helped me a lot. And then, of course, about 10 years ago, we bought the hydraulic log splitter. As getting to be the senior, you need a little help with the splitting aspect of life, so that's been a great advance in woodhounding. And I guess just having a good set of eyes and having good neighbors that always provided us with a source of wood. Somebody would be logging close by, and we'd go ask them if we could get wood from them, and yeah, that worked good, and so we did that, and we did some trading or whatever back and forth. So we've always had a good source of wood.
And when did you buy the farm again? What year was that?
1976.
76. Okay. All right. So the next question is a 2-part one, just a real quick hitter. Have you ever slid down the wood chute to the basement? And do you have any livestock on the farm?
Yeah. Years ago, I did slide down the wood chute. I think we actually had to break into the house or whatever. So we were locked out, forgot the keys or some dumb thing. So I said, well, I know how to get in. So I slid down the wood chute and broke into my own home. So otherwise, now I don't do that much anymore, I'll tell you. And yes, cattle we do have. We rent the pasture out, and right now we have 22 heifers. The neighbor had bought up about 3 days ago, and so that provides us with a little income for our maintenance on the farm, and yeah, so we have cattle on the farm right now.
22 heifers. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Jared Hildebrandt. Holy balls on a heifer. All right, so the next question from Tom Waldo is, have you produced anything on the farm ever commercially, or was it just like, for family use, or both?
Okay. Yes, we milked cows from 1980 through 1995. I did make a little mention of that on one of the other videos we did. So that was our commercial aspect of producing dairy, milk or whatever. But otherwise, it's been a good place for us just to live. After milking, I became a plumber and raised the kids on this farm, and they've enjoyed the lifestyle of the farm, and we're really happy to have it. So, but we did milk cows, and so.
And how big was the herd at the peak?
What's that?
How big was the herd at the peak?
Well, we got to back up a little bit. When I bought the farm, basically I only purchased 30 acres of open land, so I didn't have much work land. And the barn was kind of small, so we thought, well, we'd just go with what we had. So it was about 30 cows, 32 maybe at one time was the most. Yeah. And that gave us enough feed for that number of cattle.
All right. All right, so next we have Richard Healy. What did you think of my wrestling career? Oh.
Well, it's a good thing I got that list in advance, because then I could think about that for a few minutes. Come up with
I shouldn't have sent that.
Oh, that's question number 6 on my list. And my response is, well, I said I'm glad that he did that, because it gave him experience in being a promoter and working with other people to do this thing, But I also told him, don't quit your day jobs.
Oh, yeah, that.
I know his mother got a few gray hair out of that deal, because she was all concerned he was going to get killed, So.
All right, so let's go on to the oldest chainsaw you've ever run.
Okay. When I bought the farm, with that farm purchase came an old Homelight. I'd say probably had an 18-inch bar, and it had a manual oiler, so you had to sit there and pump the thing with your thumb, and it didn't run very good. And needless to say, I didn't have it too long, but it did work. It cut wood for a couple of years. But then also, I do remember my dad and my brother using a 2-man saw. Some of you older guys out there will know what I'm talking about. It was just like a big bicycle with an engine, and the bar was horizontal, so you held it in 2 hands like this and run the throttle, and the other guy held the other end, and you went into the tree. And it was a clumsy thing, but I remember that. So.
All right, well, we have to pause with the questions, because Isaac Richard has thrown out another super chat here. So we're going to have to bring the little lady back. Okay, so
here we go.
Team Woodhound drink to Isaac Richard. Cheers, my friend. Thank you very much. All right. Oh. No. All right, let's move on to, where were we at here? I think we were at. All right. Oh, maybe not. I think I'm skipping ahead. How many? Yeah. Okay, so how many hours a week do you spend splitting wood?
It's kind of hard to say exactly. When our splitting season is on, which is we go from fall through winter till it's done, and of course, bad days we don't work or whatever. And I think Joanna and I, we probably put in maybe 8 to 10 hours a week, give or take. We'll work a couple hours a day at it. Well, we don't have to rush, because we've got, right now we're always 3 years ahead. So that gives us plenty of cushion. We don't have to be in a panic to get it done. So but, 8 to 10 hours a week when we're doing it. So it works good.
As a nice little side hobby, just to go out and get something done. All right, so next question. Do you think our lives today are better than when you were a kid?
Uh, yeah, I thought about that a little bit, and I've come up with my little scenario or analysis, and I think technology and medically speaking, we're more advanced. I mean, uh, I can remember my grandfather. He passed away when he was, I think, 57. He had some issues or whatever, and they couldn't operate on him. And today that wouldn't be a problem. So in that respect, medically, we're doing great. My dad had a heart attack. They got him patched up with medications, basically. I had bypass surgery. What now, Dan? When you got married, oh God, it's 15 years already. It's
Yep.
kept me going. So yeah, technology and medicine. Thanks to technology, I can talk to a person in Ireland right now, and that's pretty cool. Back when I was growing up, we had the rotary dial phone, so that was. and before that, the crank phone, where you. So, and as far as are we better off today? In that respect, yes, but I think socially and financially, we're probably not, because back then we seemed to gather more as families and friends together in your own home and socialize, talked or whatever about this and that. And the earning power back in the day was a lot better than it is now. My dad never borrowed money to buy anything. He would work and he saved up for it and paid cash for everything. And nowadays, of course, if you didn't have a credit card, you wouldn't exist.
Well, we have to pause on that again to outside with Shibe.
Oh
So
boy.
I hope you're taking small sips down there, Woodhound Senior.
Oh yeah. Hey, check the level out in my glass. She's in pretty good shape.
All right, so outside with Shibe.
There you go, Shane.
Thank you, my friend. Cheers, everybody. Outside with Shibe. Oh yeah, maybe it is time for a refill. But yeah, the interesting thing with the technology and the socializing is strange, because it's like, when we walk around our neighborhood, like now in this time, they're all in everyone likes to stay in their house. It's almost like the old saying of the front porch, no one's out on their front porches anymore, but yet there's stuff like this going on where we can get together with, however many people are here tonight.
Yep.
And
that's the beauty. Yeah.
In a sense, socialize, so yeah, it's.
Some of you older guys out there, you remember the Dick Tracy comics where the guy had the little, the wristwatch with a little camera in it and you could see. Well, we're pretty close to that, really, when you think about it. With the smartphones and stuff. So, yeah.
All right, so next question, I believe, is, oh, wait a second here. I'm losing track of my... All right. What was the best thing you added to the farm? Is there anything you wish you had done or done a lot sooner?
Well, I think one of the better things we did when we were milking cows is we added that freestall barn on for our heifers and dry cows to give them adequate shelter and keep them comfortable. And that was in 1986. And also in 1990, thanks to a tornado, we put up a new 3-car garage and a shop. It was due. I mean, the old garage was pretty run down and whatever. And I guess the other thing, I wish I'd have bought that New Holland tractor sooner, because that really is a handy little machine.
Yeah, that's exactly what I have been saying, wanting this little tractor up here. So
anybody who's got one knows what I'm talking about. They're not big. They don't move a lot of stuff, but boy, they're handy and sure saves me a lot of work.
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so next we have, this was a long one from Adam Carter. Let me find what was the worst winter you have experienced living in the upper Midwest? And does any particular, this one I don't think I had on, maybe I did have this on the list, but It's basically just asking like what was the worst weather you experienced or remember, and if there was any like season of the year that stood out. Like the blizzard of, was it '84? I think maybe, or something.
Yeah, that's a good question. And all the years that I've been on the farm here, the winter of '83, '84 was what I would consider a real, true brown blizzard. In other words, we had snow for 3 days in a row. I can't tell you exactly what month of the year it was. It was probably January. And the wind chill at certain times was minus 70 degrees. And I was literally living by the stove throwing wood in to keep warm. I mean, we were really struggling to stay warm in the house. And I'm glad that hasn't happened. I mean, we've had snowstorms, but that was the real deal blizzard. And that was '83, '84.
Yeah, I think that.
I don't want any more.
So, all right, let's move on to what's the biggest deer that you've ever harvested?
Oh, we've got somebody concerned about those whitetails. In 1996, Daniel, Patrick, and myself, we were hunting on our in-laws' farm, and everybody got a buck. 3 of us got 3 bucks in one drive, and that really was quite the deal. And I got a 10-pointer. It wasn't a monster, but that was the biggest deer that I had ever harvested. And that's not my forte. I'm not a trophy hunter or whatever. We always figured filling the frying pan was better than hanging it on the wall. So, but that 10, I did mount that one. So that was my one-time deal at getting a nice deer. So it was quite a deal.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that a lot of people maybe don't. Well, maybe some people realize, but like when we used to hunt in the party hunting, like we'd just shoot deer for everyone would end up getting a deer. So like, if you did a drive and 5 people shot, one person shot 5 deer, 5 people would get deer, and then we'd just keep. So it was never like really going out trying to get that trophy buck.
Nope, but we were meat hunting basically.
Yeah, but it's not like they aren't out there, because our neighbors up on the top of the ridge, they are big into trophy hunting, and they have some wall hangers.
Yeah, they spent a lot of hours waiting for that right one to come along,
Yep.
And we didn't have that luxury. We had to be milking cows in the evening, so it was like, we're going to get our deer. And so and the drives were really unique in the fact we probably had 6 guys walking through the woods hollering and yelling and talking and driving those deer ahead. And standers, maybe about an equal amount of standers, they would wait, and when they came out, they'd get them, So.
Yeah, and everybody in the area was doing that, so the deer would get pushed from valley to valley, and they'd get herded up, and it was kind of unique, because I don't think that happens anymore. Like, I don't think people do a lot of party hunting down there. It's all,
Oh. Yeah, it was a war zone opening morning around here. I mean, there was a heck of a lot of shooting going on, boy.
Yeah. All right, so now the next question. So this is from Woody Vowell, and he's not able to watch the chats tonight, but he was interested in knowing if you ever thought so many people would be interested in watching videos of firewood being cut and split when you were a young man.
Never. When I was a young man, the making of the wood, that was a chore. It was work. It was, this is something we got to get done, and we want to stay warm. So it wasn't a pleasurable thing. Nobody complained too much, but it was just one of those things you had to get done. But now it's kind of a fun hobby for me. We heat our home with it, and it saves me a few dollars that way. And yeah, it's more of a kind of, I got my little note was it's a lifestyle now for a lot of people. And people are curious to what's going on and what other people are doing, what kind of splitters they got. And I certainly searched the YouTube channel. I've found so many interesting tree cutting downs and wood splitting making things, and it's just amazing. I found this place out in California that they use all almond, or not all, but almond for firewood out there, and they had literally piles and piles of it. Dan went and checked it out, and he was like, "Yeah, it's crazy." But so yeah, I had never envisioned anything like this going on.
And it kind of leads into the next question as well. If you ever thought collecting and processing trees would be so popular that there would be thousands of subscribers on this channel, and people watching you do what you do with firewood.
No, no, I was. I thought that I was the only one that enjoyed making firewood. I couldn't imagine anybody else getting all excited about this. And at 70 years plus of age, some people think I'm a little goofy once in a while. I'm out there making wood. But here's the thing: my brother is 85, and he still makes wood. So it runs in the family. It's a genetic thing, possibly. I don't know. It's just it's been fun though. Joanne and I both like a warm house. So in January, when it's cold out there, we got it 75 to 80 degrees in the house. I don't care. I can walk around in my T-shirt and shorts and be comfortable. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that just to the whole like YouTube thing, it's also, I guess, interesting because people who are interested in it, they can connect, and it's almost like, watching other YouTube videos on firewood. It's like, I don't know, it's just something about it that it brings us all together. Like everyone here tonight, it's brought us together. So
yep, absolutely.
I think it's very unique.
I'm going to give a little shout out to Joe's Firewood and that wood guy. I appreciate them guys having them old beater pickups. You know me, I like to get my money's worth out of stuff. So. Keep them running, guys. That's the thing to do. I mean, hell, if it works yet, it may not look pretty, but it gets the job done. So, and the saw surgeon, appreciate his concerns and comments. And yeah, there's a lot of good people out there that really contribute to the whole scheme of things. And I like your idea of doing an interview with other people and stuff around the country. That would be fun.
Yeah, and that's like the one thing. Now I just lost my train of thought. Oh, but yeah, that's the one thing. Like, I guess one of the side things I didn't really anticipate with starting a YouTube channel was being able to connect with people I would have never had a chance to meet ever. And that's kind of like what Nick and I were talking about today. It's like I would never, I would probably never in my life travel to Pennsylvania, and I would never meet people like we're able to do here. So
it just you can't do it. When you're young and working, it's hard to break away and go, just to go visit people. But this way, it's a real way of connecting.
So we have some other questions here. Now these are going to be no notes for these. Well, one question was there anything that people asked in the comments or anything that you wish someone would have asked?
Oh.
Or anything you have to,
Well, yeah, I think we got quite a bit of our agenda covered here as far as things that I've done over the years. That's a good question, and I'm kind of stumped right now to come up with a thing that I thought we should have explored more. We are going to do more videos. Oh, I know what the heck. I know about this. Brother Bert, he, like I said, he's 85 years old, but he does have a sawmill, and he's got this great big engine that he got out of a rock crusher umpteen years ago. It's a 4-cylinder engine, and when Leroy is running, the ground shakes. So we're going to do a video of that. We're going to do a little log sawing. So that's maybe kind of a question. Do you know anybody or whatever that got something unique?
Yeah.
So Thunderbird's got a unique situation there. So we'll get to him hopefully.
I've dropped that a while back, a couple hints on eventually getting down to that sawmill. But yeah, I forgot the name of it. He calls it Leroy, right?
Leroy, yeah. That was a brand name or a manufacturer of engines. Yep, Leroy engines. They were used in big machinery and stuff like that. So
So yeah, that'll be interesting. Uh-oh.
Getting the high side here.
Oh no, we gotta keep going. It's Jared Hildebrand. The parts are painted. Oh boy. All right. So let's see. Is there any other? Do you heat with a indoor? Yeah, you have an indoor stove. You don't have a boiler. You got just an indoor wood stove.
Right.
Um, and yeah, are there any other? I saw a bunch of questions flying by, but I didn't get a chance to see them all. But we'll see if there's any that come in here quick. But and we have you've found a tree that we're gonna have a surprise takedown on, right?
Yeah.
And let's see here. Okay, it's yep. You are retired now, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I retired at age 62. Being I had the bypass surgery and whatever, I thought I better enjoy life while I'm able to, because you never know. And I'm glad I did. It's been a fun how many years now, and always getting more interesting.
Nope. And now the crazy woodhound outside with Shibe has done it again. So we gotta do it. Tell Grandma to settle down. All right, so we gotta do a cheers and a Team Woodhound drink to outside with Shibe.
All right, here you go, Shive.
Thank you, my friend. So yeah, it's well, I think we'll see if there's any other questions that come in, but otherwise, I guess if Grandma's getting nervous down there about the airtime, we'll there she is. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
There is Grandma Woodhound, a special guest here. Oh my goodness, a double shot tonight. So somebody was wondering if you had any, in closing, any stories about me.
Funny you should mention that.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. Well, when Dan was probably, I want to say, 6th grade, 5th grade, I can't remember, I had him helping put wood into the basement. So we were out in the cow yard, and we were loading up I can't remember, that must have been our cart or whatever, and there was some pieces of wood on the ground, and he was trying to pick one up, and it was frozen, and me, like a goofball, I took another chunk of wood, and I slammed that block, and he had his finger in on the end of the piece of wood. That was the end of his wood making day right there, boy. I did smash it real bad or anything. I think he had gloves on, but he went to the house after that. Didn't come back. So I don't know if he remembers that or not, but
I don't. It must not have been too bad because I don't remember that.
Yeah, and it was just one of those things, you go to do something and here the person puts their hand in front of it and bam. So.
I do remember though every time banging my shin on the wagon hitch bar. Those stick with you. Oh my, we missed some super chats. So I think what we'll do is let's do those quick and then we can close things out. So Jared Hildebrand and Nick Pixel TV once again. Oh my. So Jared Hildebrand, Nick Pixel. Thank you, my friends. Another team. Woodhound drink. Cheers, my friend. Oh, that might mean it's time for a refill. All right, Dad, Woodhound Senior, I want to thank you for being my first guest ever on the Black 40 live stream interviews.
Yeah. Glad you had me on. We've been talking here today about how you've had a successful YouTube channel, and we're kind of proud of the fact that you've connected up with all these woodhounds around the world. Like-minded people, like I say, we all have that thing. We always have our eyes open for a good wood deal. I found another one today when I was fencing. Here's a nice big oak tree down in the ditch below the house, and I'm like, ha! We got another project for next fall. So yeah, always keep your eyes open for wood, and that's good. And Dan has done a great job with his roadside firewood stand, and yeah, so
Yeah, it's. I
did well.
mean, that's the thing is like this channel. It's all about everybody like on here tonight. This whole community. So once again, I think all the Woodhounds are thanking you. I'm thanking you. So I'll let you go here and enjoy the rest of the live stream watching on the other end.
I'll
So
do that. Adios to the Woodhounds.
thanks again.
We'll chat back and forth. Bye bye.
All right. So there is Woodhound Senior. Oh, we gotta close it out there. I think he closed it out. Oh, and we missed a. Oh, Mike Morin. Oh boy, I have to refill before I can give this toast. So yes, that was again like this. It's just super cool to be able to, especially in these times. It would have been, I guess, a little better to have him here for the interview, but doing it this way works just as well. So once again, Woodhound Senior, like I said, I call him the Back 40 original because he was the one that got everything all started. So thanks again, and here is thanks to Mike Morin. So let me see now if I can get our regular super chat back. Here we go. All right, so Mike Morin, thank you, my friend. Cheers, Woodhounds. Oh boy. So yeah, it's that was I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was like I said, I want to maybe try to once a month. I might be uh, tapping with some of you other Woodhounds on the shoulder. So if you don't have Skype, get Skype, and then I can bring you in. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I was a little nervous because, like I said, I got distracted before the live stream, and then I wasn't sure. I mean, I will tell you full disclosure. We tested this earlier in the week, and um, so we had to get Skype installed on my parents' computer, and I wasn't down there, so I was trying to do it over the phone, and and my mom's probably shaking her head right now, but it was a little. We had a few technical issues, and then we got it all working, and then I'm like, all right, now tomorrow night we're gonna test it again. So come back, or not, a couple nights later. So came back, and we couldn't get it. We couldn't get the video picture to come through. So it was it was fun. So what else has been going on? I see the chat is just popping in here. Joe's Firewood. There you go. Did you hear Woodhound Senior? He likes the truck, man. Get another 100,000 miles on that thing. Oh, so bonus footage. I gotta show you guys what happened in the wood yard this past week. So let me flip over to the bonus footage and show you guys. So this was
back here in the wood yard,
oh, let me just turn this.
plugging away, getting all the rest of this tree service wood.
Oh, did we lose the sound? Anyway, can you hear me now? Okay, so I hit a nail in the dang tree, and it banged up the side. Well, uh-oh. Can you hear me now? I think you can hear me. We lost audio. Okay. Oh, it was off. Let me let me pause this. All right. Can you hear me now? So look at what happened. Yeah, talk about my technical difficulties here. So yeah, check out that tooth. I ended up hitting that dang nail in the wood. And I was only off by like, a quarter of an inch. So it was interesting. Definitely. The other one I have, um, I know there's this big lawnmower wars going on. So I wanted to show you guys I'm not big into mowing the grass. Uh, and I'm not really big into lawn care. So I have a lawn crew um, that comes over every now and then. So the other night my yard crew was here. Let me just show you. There they are. There's my yard crew. Check it out. They're in getting keeping the grass down. Oh, oh, and we got Jeff Y. Yes, technical difficulty fund. Thank you very much. So cheers, everyone. Team Woodhound drink to Jeff Y for the technical difficulty fund. Hey, good. Have a good night there, Echo Glen. Um, so one other quick little video I'll show you guys. We we were getting the pond going, and the little boss man, he he likes to play in the bubblers, so he figured out that if you plug two of the bubblers, you can make the other one go higher. So watch the look at that. Look at that flexibility. Uh yeah, he is getting it going pretty good. And we also had, where is the, once we got the pond filled up, let me move me over here. So pay attention here to what he's got here, this little truck. That truck carries his boat, the boat that had the first boating accident. And after we got the pond filled up, this is what I found. There's the truck, there's the boat, and way down in there, everything is sunk. It's a shame, and I think I know who's responsible. Right there, the mermaids. Mmm. So, yeah, there's a truck down in the bottom. Oh, so all right. I see some people. Dwayne, have a good night. Have a good weekend. Um, What else? Who else? Yeah, everyone. So yeah, it was a fun little week. We got the pond filled up just in time for it to possibly freeze last night, tonight, and the next 2 nights. So I had to go out and reset the settings on our pump to make sure they pump and keep the water circulating all night through all the lines. So, but like I said, we've had now a couple boating accidents. We've sank a semi. we got all kinds of crazy stuff going on. So, but it's pretty cool. It's good to have it open, and we also have in the little side pond we have our first strings of toad eggs. The little boss man found some toad eggs. So, what's happening this next week? 603 gears. I'll tell you what's happening. Hopefully, I'm going to be going and talking to the neighbors who are going to be building next door to us and finding out what they're doing with all their trees. I've got something I'm putting up in the wood yard tomorrow, and I got to go wood hound up some wood from somewhere that I have some land. So, so yeah, it's we've got a few things coming up here in the next week or so. But yeah, I think that's gonna probably do it. We're getting close to the top of the hour here. So once again, I apologize for the audio difficulties there. I forgot. Oh yeah, what is the if one thing? If there's not any new subscribers in the house, go over to back40woodhound.com and go to the Woodhound map of the world. Let me just see if I can jump over there to it. I gotta check which one this is. So, here is back40woodhound.com, and we have the map of the world right here. If you go over to this web page, you can add your name and your location, and look at all those dots coming in. It's getting crazy out there. The woodhounds are growing. So yeah, if you get a chance, pop over there, check that out. Anything else? Yeah, again, what happened with my audio, I think, is I had that other scene set up and I had it muted beforehand for the pre-show, and I forgot to unmute it. Oh yeah, the pool. That's the one thing. There's the water actually cleared up pretty nice. There was a couple days I re-stained some of the concrete, and in the first couple days, some of that stain lifted off and had the water like real kind of dark and cloudy and muddy. But it's cleared up pretty good now. So yeah, what is? Let me just quick check the. That's right, the 5K giveaway is coming up. What are we at here? Oh my, 4970. 30 subscribers away from a big milestone. A milestone I didn't even think I'd be hitting this soon, but good times. And once again, it's all because of woodhounds like you out there. You guys, this community is just, it's great. So yeah, thanks again, Woodhound Senior, for coming on for my first interview. And thanks for you guys for sending in the questions. Oh, there's the wild man outside with Shibe throwing in the super chat. So we're gonna have to outside with Shibe. Thank you, my friend. Oh. Yeah, so thanks everybody for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me flip over to the, oh my goodness. See now, these guys. Oh, Jared Hildebrandt. He's following up Mr. Shibe. All right. Mr. Jared Hildebrand, my friend, thank you very much. Cheers, everybody. And I think we're just going to jump right over to this screen right here. We'll get the music going. So yes, thanks again, everybody. As we're trying to wrap it up, the last calls keep coming in. All right, Mike Morin. Mike Morin. He's wrapping this one up. Hey, there's Woody. Hey, Woody, we got your question answered with Back 40 with Woodhound Senior. So cheers, Mike Morin. All right, everybody out there, I think that'll do it. You know what's coming. Stay safe, have fun, and be cool. Thanks again, everybody. Cheers to the weekend.